Can I go? Okay, I'm good. Hey everybody, Smaug back. So a lot of things have happened recently, and everybody's thinking like right now in the chat, like, Smaug, what the fuck are you doing? Like, didn't you say that you were like one and done with this game for right now? And yes, I very much said that after that ridiculous rage. But there have been now fixes to the beta so that this little tiny friggin' section is easier for me to do. I'm hoping that's the case, but I don't know. So we'll see that in 2 seconds. So I'm gonna go in, go to barrier, do the whole scroll that shit around, and everything should be at like 4 meters. Because if game is telling me no, that's not going to work, then fine. No? No, you're still going to tell me that that's not going to be the case? Well, it appears that either there was an update for the game and I just didn't get it, or I need to restart the entire tutorial. Oh boy. It's the other way around, isn't it? I gotta restart the whole tutorial. Shit. Alright. I'd rather restart the whole freaking tutorial than to just sit here and freaking bitch again. So, you know what? I'm going to exit the main menu. Oh, God. This is bad. This is real bad. Oh, it's bad. Still not exactly happy with it. Yeah, start a new one. Go. And I'll try to see if I can skip over the cutscene. Unless do you guys want me to replay the cutscene? I won't know, but I'm going to assume everybody wants me to replay the cutscene. Just to hear the dialogue over again. That's fine. I'll let it do that. No pressure on that.
Ah, heyo at Hematu. Yeah, oh, sorry about that. I have a habit of slipping back into the Planko language. It's good to finally meet you in person. I'm Bernard, although I insist you call me Bernie. The only person who calls me Bernard is my wife. And even then, only when I've tracked elephant dung into the carpets. As you know, I own several zoos, but I always like to show people the ropes here at my home. This is the first zoo I ever opened, and a source of great pride for me. And prides, thanks to a lion breeding program we ran in the 80s. But we're in the middle of a big renovation, and that's where you come in. Sadly, our old contractor had to retire after developing a fur allergy. Poor devil kept sneezing his dentures into the lion habitat. So, it's up to you to finish everything off. Don't worry, though. I'm not completely throwing you in at the deep end. My head keeper, Nancy Jones, will be lending a helping hand.
I knew I wasn't crazy. There are wolves here.
And she'll expect you to be, too. But I'm sure you'll get along like a house on fire, or even better, one that isn't on fire. Less shouting that way.
I knew I wasn't crazy. There were actually wolves.
Rosy, fresh face of yours, I'm guessing you're Bernie's new hire. Good. Now, I hope you're ready to ditch your diploma because we're about to get really hands-on. But before we begin the real work, how about we familiarize you with the zoo by learning how to fly around it and visiting some of our beautiful animals?
Like the bears!
We'll start by popping over and having a look-see at the grizzly bears in their habitat.
Already there. I already played your
See, now,
game.
this is a fantastic way to get a close look at your animals. You can also get this view of an animal by simply double-clicking on it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, when you're ready, let's pop over to the other side of the zoo and take a look at the lions. I've marked their location for you to find.
La 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 la. Where are they? Oh, yep, there they are. Where are the wolves? Just out of curiosity, are they right there? Yeah, they're right here. I knew I wasn't freaking crazy. First time I played this, I knew I wasn't crazy. There are wolves here. What are they? Gray? Timber. Okay. Well, I think actually that's the same thing, really, for real, for real. Gray and timber wolves are like the same animal. Oh god, I'm stuck in. I'm stuck in the pen. Okay, I'm out. Okay, good. I knew I wasn't crazy though. Thank God.
Panthera leo leo, or the West African lion to you and me. Lions are the most social of the big cats, and there can be as many as 40 lions in a pride. Although prides of that size are pretty rare. As Bernie would say, those lions are awesome. Which is precisely why I handle the training instead these days.
What
Anyway,
is this
how about
face?
we get started on those objectives? Come on, let's head over to
What
our
is that
warthog habitat and see what he's doing
face?
there.
Look at that face. Okay, I'll never get over that. Alright, let's do the warthogs. I
As you
know!
can see, it's a lovely space for warthogs, but it's missing a certain something. Well, two somethings. The warthogs. So I'd like you to adopt a pair of them. To adopt animals, we need to open the animal market, which is in the animal trading section.
I can't.
When you adopt an animal, it's automatically placed in the trade center, where they're held until you're ready to move them into their habitat. But
Oh yeah, I gotta
as it
look
happens,
over.
you are. So how about you move them into their new home?
Look over for a few seconds.
When you ask for an animal to be moved into a habitat, your caretakers will go to the trade center, collect your animal, and deliver them to your selected habitat. I've marked the trade center's location, so let's go and watch the caretakers in action. Well, as you can see, those caretakers don't hang about. They'll move those animals to their destination as fast as possible. Of course, normally we'd have to place the animals into quarantine before moving them into a habitat, but I am assured by a person of good standing that these warthogs are in the very rudest of health. Right, let's get the warthog's habitat finished up so we can keep them nice and happy. You see, each animal in the zoo has an overall welfare statistic, basically how happy they are. And that overall welfare statistic is itself comprised of 4 different areas: nutrition, social health, habitat, and enrichment. Luckily, if you select an animal, you'll bring up their animal welfare information panel, which we saw earlier, where you can see how they're doing. That way, you'll know exactly what areas need to be addressed. Don't worry if that's a lot to remember. You can always check the Zoopedia for more information.
Yeah, just give me the damn trays and let's go.
Let's start by making sure we're taking care of the warthog's nutrition welfare. To do this, we'll need to place a food station and a drinking station. Now, each animal requires a different type of feeding station. And for the warthogs, it's a small feeding trough. So let's add one of those and a water bowl. Animals also require stimulation to keep them happy. Let's add a lovely mud bath for the warthogs.
Already got the mud
roll
bath.
around in. That bath will count towards their enrichment welfare, specifically their toy enrichment welfare.
They're all good.
Oh, nice work. You've got a knack for this, I see.
Yes.
Now, our contractor had to leave in a hurry, so this place is in a pharaoh state. Unfinished thingamajigs and whatsits all over the shop. But the first thing we need to finish is the ostrich habitat. It's over near the hippos.
Hippos! There they are. Was that a white hippo? Oh no, it's a enrichment item. Hippos! Hippo! Oh my god. Look at that chubby hippo. Oh my god. It's so damn adorable. I love it. See, this is the only thing that's making me happy right now is just looking at the bloody animal. What? Okay! It's like standing underwater. Cool, not even bothering to float or take a nap, and I guess that's okay. Is it okay? Is it okay, my friend? No? Yes, I know. You're exhausted, I can tell. You didn't if you didn't glitch, you would be perfectly fine, but whatever. Going in.
Okay, job number 1 here is to add a habitat gate before we complete the barrier. Every habitat needs a habitat gate. After all, how else would the keepers get in and out? Just make sure it's hooked up to the path so the keepers can reach it. Right, let's complete the perimeter barrier so we can adopt us some ostriches. I've marked out an area for you to use, so I'd like you to finish off the perimeter using the brick barrier.
Whoa, okay, the frames are coming back. Oh! Okay.
Good work! Remember, before you can place animals in any habitat, it has to have a full loop of connected barrier. Now, you've probably noticed that guests can't actually see into
the
this
animals,
habitat
yep.
at the moment. At least not without a stepladder. But seeing as they're banned, I'd like you to select a piece of barrier and swap out the brick for a glass barrier, so the guests can see in.
Whoa. Can I delete that? Okay. Let me redo that barrier, because I kind of fucked up there.
There we go. Adding in more windows gives guests even more opportunities to see the animals in a habitat. It's always best to make sure the guests can get a good view into a habitat from the path they're walking on, because it makes them happy, and because this would be a pretty terrible zoo if they couldn't.
Oh, jeez, we got protesters.
The last thing we need to do is to add a donation box. You see, when guests enjoy the view of an animal, they'll make a donation. Just make sure you put them in easy-to-reach places, like near a viewing point. Donation boxes are one of the main sources of income for the zoo, so make sure you remember them.
Well, I had protesters over at my zoo, because that's the first thing I gotta be aware about.
All right, you've finished the habitat, so it's high time we adopted those ostriches, don't you think?
Yep.
Let's get 4 of them in here.
La 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 la. Select all. Go to here.
While we wait for them to be collected by the caretakers and brought to the habitat, you should get it ready for them. Add a suitable feeding station, water station, and an appropriate food enrichment item. It's often best to place things like enrichments and feeding stations near to the habitat perimeter, so guests can get a really good view of the animals.
Oh yeah, that's right, that's right. Huh? Boop. And... bloop. Yay! There we go.
Oh, good to see the ostriches have somewhere they can really stretch their legs. Did you know they can actually run at 43 miles per hour? Oh, heaven forbid they ever escape. The speed camera fines alone would bankrupt us.
Well, Bernie certainly seems impressed. Did you do his speed camera joke? Every time we get an ostrich. So, now we've made the ostriches' lives a bit better, let's do the same for the keepers, shall we? To make it easier for the keepers to feed the ostriches and hippos, we should build a new keeper hut. Keeper huts are where the keepers prepare the food for animals, so they should be placed near to the habitats to make sure the keepers don't waste their time walking when they should be looking after the animals. This keeper hut only has space for one keeper, but the larger keeper hut can allow multiple keepers to prepare food at the same time. Oh, but bear in mind that keeper huts and other staff facilities shouldn't be placed near to areas where there are lots of guests. Guests don't like seeing facility buildings, and it can affect their happiness negatively. In case that wasn't clear. Something that all facilities, shops, and a whole host of other objects need is power. And that obviously includes your newly built keeper hut.
There it goes.
So let's place a transformer next to it, shall we? Now, the reason everything has gone blue is because you're using the power heat map. This map allows you to see what is and what isn't powered in your zoo. So once you've placed your transformer, you can click in the bottom left to turn the heat map off.
Sorry guys, I don't mean to be drinking while I'm doing
Now
this.
the keepers can start using the hut to prepare food, and thanks to where you've put it, they won't need to walk very far to deliver it to the ostriches and hippos. Let's get on to your next objective then. Bengal tigers. We want to adopt some, but I'm afraid there's nothing ready for them yet. Head on over to the plot of land I've marked out. It's not too far away. Righty, your next job is to build a habitat. From scratch. And wood and concrete, I expect. So go ahead and build it. And don't forget the habitat gate. It's always best to place the habitat gate close to the keeper hut. As it happens, there's one quite near to the trade center.
Whoa. Is it me, or are the frames like...
And make sure the guests will be able to see the tigers.
Shut up, lady! I know what I'm bloody doing! God damn! Fucking just relax. Relax, I've played your bullshit. And now I'm gonna try to fix my bullshit. Oh, come on. Why the awkwardness? You don't need to be awkward. You don't need to be curving. Oh, frames! Frames! Still have frame problems! Frames! Oh my god, the frames! Okay, I've got that. And bloop. So now I just need the gate. Bloop. Perfect.
Now, Bernie takes safety very seriously at his zoos, so we should probably make sure those tigers can't jump out of their habitat, don't you think? The way we'll do it is by changing the height of the habitat's barrier. Okay then, you should start by double-clicking the habitat barrier, which will take you into barrier editing mode. Great. Now highlight the entire perimeter of the habitat. You can do that by clicking and dragging the barrier selection tool. Now you've got all of the perimeter selected, you can increase the height of it by clicking and dragging the barrier height tool upwards. You'll want to make sure it reaches a minimum height
Wait,
of
4 freaking meters! Happy now, game? Are you happy now? It's at 4 meters. No. come on. Hide it. Nope. Just want to see if I'd, do it. Don't bloody tell me.
Now, Bernie takes safety very seriously at his zoos, so we should probably make sure those tigers can't jump out of their habitat, don't you think? The way we'll do it is by changing the height of the habitat's barrier. Okay then, you should start by double-clicking the habitat barrier, which will take you into barrier editing mode. Great. Now highlight the entire perimeter of the habitat. You can do that by clicking and dragging the barrier selection tool.
Yes.
Now you've got all of the perimeter selected, you can increase the height of it by clicking and dragging the barrier height tool upwards. You'll want to make sure it reaches a minimum height of 4 meters.
That's exactly what I did. Guys, you can see that, right? It's exactly 4 meters, and even now the game does not let me have it. You serious? Are you serious? No, game. No. You told me you fixed this shit. You told me you fixed this. How the hell am I not advanced yet? Alright, you know what? Fuck it. Cause, what's the next bloody fucking objective? Adopt 2 new tigers. Ah! Fucking hell! I'm in hell, where even the tutorial won't let me play it. I'm not crazy, right? I'm literally not crazy right now, right? Y'all can see this, right? I'm not fucking crazy. I'm not crazy. Everything is at 4 meters exactly. Just like the game wants me to. But what does it do? I still can't advance to the next objective. What the I'm literally at a loss. I'm losing. I've lost. I'm stuck again. Is there supposed to be, like, some way that I can, like, advance? Because there's... I'm hating the beta right now. I'm really hating the beta. Give me this update. It's all free and shit. But you don't fix my problems. It's not because of the poll. It's not because of the polls. What the fuck? So you're telling me I'm stuck on this scenario forever. Even if I do it exactly like the game wants me to. I'm just stuck here. This is fucking annoying. This is really annoying. No, nah, dog. You can't tell me you fixed this shit and it's not fixed. You can't do that. You cannot do that. Alright, let me try it at a different height, shall we?
Okay, that's the habitat boundary complete, the habitat gate in place, and most importantly, the tigers won't be able to jump out of it anymore. I think it's time we adopted those tigers.
I you know what? I can't. I can't. All right, I gotta leave. I gotta leave. Come on, we just got started, man. Come on, look, listen. There's a lot to see in this life. Not wasting it here. Oh! 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 Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Any other goddamn height other than exactly 4? You know what? I shouldn't be mad about it. I shouldn't be mad about it, but this is stupid. You said you fixed the 4-meter height thing, so it's not exactly 4 meters, right? You could do that. You did that. But when I had it exactly like the game wanted me to have it, with the 4-meter height, it still told me, nah, this is too small, dude. Like, what? You told me exactly 4! Right? I learned my mistakes from last stream, right? And then, this is again. Guys, this isn't hard. You can make it up to 4 meters, and then when the player reaches 4 meters, then the objectives should say, okay, that's fine. Don't change the freaking variable when you're doing this. I'm no, game making expert, to say the least. I'm not into that, but are you serious? So now when somebody exactly gets it right, it doesn't work. It won't let you pass. So now you have to make the exhibit higher. Or then at the very least, because it's at 580, then it should be 5 meters in height then. Instead of the 4. It, I I've got nothing. I literally do not have anything right now for this. This is complete and utter bullshit. Wow. Okay, so if this is not, if raising it or if setting it to 4 exact meters like the objective tells you to does not work, or raising it a little bit higher than 4 meters does not work, then change the objective to say 5 meters instead. And I just had frames for a second. God damn it. Every time when I get frustrated, I also have frames. It's perfect. I can't even. It's guys. I'm so serious. Second time playing the beta, knowing a little bit better into this game, and I still can't play it. I literally still can't play it. it's a joke, right? It's gotta be a joke. It's just because the next part's gonna be water filtration as soon as I add these tigers in. Because why do I have that pond? Because it's gonna be where the tigers are gonna swim. And normally at other zoos, you don't see that. You don't see the tigers swimming around in that. But I think that's what they're gonna make me do. They're gonna make me want to have a swimming area right there. That's why I put the glass right there. Fine, game. I'll play with your bullshit. I'll play your bullshit. I'll play your bullshit, you rogue.
Whilst our trusty caretakers collect and deliver the tigers, let's take a look at preparing the habitat for their arrival. We'll start with the basics. Add a suitable feeding station for them.
Oh, whoa. Escape from that. Oh, don't favor that either.
This time, instead of adding a water bowl, let's try something different.
There we go.
Some animals need a pool in their habitat so they can go for a swim, but they can also use it to drink from. All you have to do is make sure the banks of the pool have a gentle slope so they can easily get a nice, refreshing drink. There's already a pool excavated, but you still need to fill it with water. You should do that by going into terrain and selecting the water tool.
Ooh, common rough water, really?
Yes, that'll do nicely. Of course, just like the warthogs and ostriches, these tigers will also need some enrichment. Why don't you add some suitable toy and food enrichment items into their habitat?
That would be like a big pink ball, wouldn't it? Oh. Oh, it's what that snow leopard had last stream. A frozen blood pumpkin. Do I get any information on that? No. Oh my god, that's so cool. Alright. I got you your toy. Oh, increase hard shelter welfare. Oh, no. Never mind, she wants me to add more. Oh, oh, there's another one. Okay, rubbing pad. So I'm gonna put it right there so the guests can see that.
Okay, it's really starting to take shape.
There we go.
Now, the tigers will need a shelter in their habitat so they can hide from the guests, or more likely, the bad weather. Although, given that we're in England, you might want to think of that just as normal weather. Go on, add a shelter to their habitat. You can either build one from various suitable bits and bobs, or if you like, just pop down the blueprint that I've already built for you.
Hey, and it reminds me of the Zoo Tycoon stable shelters.
Oh, poor Dabs. I'm sure it can't have escaped your attention that the tigers look a bit miffed. That's because they aren't too keen on the type of terrain in their habitat. Select a tiger and bring up its information panel. Rightio.
Plants.
Click on the terrain tab. That way you can view the terrain information and see how they feel about the different types of terrain. That'll tell you what the tigers need more of or less of in this habitat. Okay then, open the terrain editing tool, select painting, and give them some more soil. Yes, that should help with the habitat part of their welfare.
Okay, well, can I lower that?
Right then, all animals need plants and trees from their own biome or continent. You know, deserts, savannas, or Asia, Europe, that sort of thing. It looks like these tigers need a few more plants in their habitat.
Yeah.
To get a perfect fit, use plants from the rainforest and temperate biomes that are native to Asia. Although if you have to, you can get away with using just one or the other. The tigers will also want a certain amount of their habitat to be covered by those plants. To find out which plants to use and how many, select a tiger and go to the Environment tab.
Put in a couple of ferns there. Put in some banana palms. Because I'm sure this is definitely not like ZT2.
Now, As you can see, some of the plants currently in the habitat aren't quite right for the tiger, like the wattle bushes. You can remove them if you want.
Oh, yeah.
You can find all of the plants you need in the nature section, and you can use the filters to only show the types of plants you want to see. In this case, that's plants from the rainforest or temperate biomes.
I'm gonna do tropical. Holy Jesus, those trees are... That's a coconut palm? They're huge. Hot damn. Alright. There are your plants. What you meant? What you... No, that's not what I wanted. I want... Okay, plants. You're gonna want a lot more plants. Okay. And you said temperate plants, right? Plant welfare of 90%. So they want a shit ton of plants. It's cool how they got, like, different trees, too. Yeah, I don't like... Yeah. Hey, because I'm building, Jurassic Evolution plants, because look at that. And what is that? An elephant ear plant? Oh my god, this is totally like ZT. Or at least the modded version of ZT too. Okay. Let's see. Oh. What's your band? Why are these other plants in here? $52 coverage 22. Okay. Now I want to keep that lower. Oh my god, this is actually fun. Yay! Okay, here we go.
They say the good fences make good neighbors. I guess that's doubly true when one of the neighbors is a Bengal tiger. Still, those tigers look so happy that I doubt they'd leave, even if you did poke a hole in their fence.
I didn't poke a
But for
hole.
heaven's sake, don't test that theory.
Right, let's head over to the Indian peafowls. I've been told that we need to improve their social welfare.
Okay.
Now then, just find one of the peafowls and select them to open their information panel. Then we can have a good gander at how they're doing. Although technically, I suppose gandering would just be for geese. Expand their social welfare, and we can get a bit more detail.
Social group. Too few
Now,
adults.
they've clearly got plenty of space, and they're not stressed, but it looks like their social group isn't quite right. So let's find out more. Click on the social tab at the top of their information panel to see what's wrong.
Adult population.
Right, as you can see, the peafowls need their population to be larger. To solve this little problem, you'll need to adopt 3 more female peafowls. Well, off you pop to the animal market.
Well, I'm already doing that, lady. Jeez.
Good work on those peafowls.
Thank
I
you.
expect they'll be delivered soon. But sadly, it sounds like our snow leopard is a bit grumpy. Let's head over there and see what's wrong with her.
What? The snow leopard's a bit upset. What for?
Just like people, animals can suffer from stress if things aren't quite right. You know, like when you see someone put in the milk before the tea bag. In the case of these snow leopards, they're a bit stressed by the lack of privacy. You can lower their stress levels by swapping out the normal glass barriers for one-way glass. It's not a cheap option, but I think they're worth the expense, don't you? This will give the snow leopards somewhere to go when they want to get away from the prying eyes of the guests.
Is that it? Or no, do I have to do that all the way? Oh!
Of course, when an animal isn't in its natural biome, it's probably going to be too hot or too cold. Unsurprisingly for the snow...
Oh, sorry.
It's too hot, even with the terrible British weather. You should have
Yeah, what the hell,
by
Britain?
adding some coolers to their habitat. But let's start by opening up the temperature heat map and having a look-see at the temperature in the leopard's habitat.
Temperature heat map. No, that's not it. Temperature heat map. What? Wait, what? What is that name? What? What am I reading? Okay. Temperature map. What? Temperature view. Got. Yeah, but how can I open it? If I biome based on weather tenant given any time. In shelter, in hot and so it would be in the shelter? Oh, that's cool how the shelter's composed of that, but what? Where's the heat map? Said there was a heat map somewhere. Oh, is this it? No? How do I open it?
Of course, when an animal isn't in its natural biome, it's probably going to be too hot or too cold. Unsurprisingly for the snow leopards, it's too hot. Even with the terrible British weather. You should help cool it down by adding some coolers to their habitat. But let's start by opening up the temperature heat map and having a look-see at the temperature in the leopard's habitat.
Gotta be some way I can. Heat map. Heat map. Heat map. Habitat exhibits. Oh, God. For God's sakes. I'm trying, guys. Cooling. Both heating it and to reflect the change. Placing the object will trigger the temperature view map. Dang it. Oh. Well, at least we can see all the animals in game. I didn't mean to accidentally click it. There's a little bit for right now. That's pretty cool. But not what I wanted. Stop. Here's the coolers. Placing the object will trigger the illustrating the effect at the top. When it's sitting in yeah, but how do you get to this? Is my question. How do I get to that? Do I have to click on a snow leopard? Oh! There's a cooler in here. No. No. There's a cooler in there. But it's not making me select the temperature map. Terrain. Enrichment. Now it's hard because I don't know where things are at. You know what I mean? That allows me to change the atmosphere. Ooh. And that's got all these diseases. Oh, God. So, I don't know. See, I'm now acting like an idiot and probably somebody's shouting out there. Like, where is it? It's right there. It's right there. But I don't see it. Move it, right? Sure, I can move it. No? What? Stop. Stop! Game. Okay. Oh my goodness, I can't figure this out. I'm assuming there's two snow leopards in here then. No, just the one? Just the one. I don't see no temperature map thing at all. It says when you place down the object, you'll see the map. So here's the thing. Duplicate? Control D. No? I can't even do that? So, I don't get it. How do you open it? No topic on maps. View modes. Temperature view. A temperature gauging around the zoo. Highlighting areas that are hot and cold. Power. There's a... How do you access that? How do you access it? Oh, I'm a bloody fucking idiot.
As you can see, we already have one cooler in there. Let's pop some more down and get as much of the habitat as chilly as we can. Luckily for us, this habitat already has power, but you'll need to make sure of that in the future. Just so you know, if any part of a habitat is powered, then the whole habitat will be powered.
Not to sound mean, but guys, I just took about 20 minutes of your time wasting away here trying to find this map. They don't tell you in the bloody tutorial where the map is. You're expected to know where the hell it is. And there's no... Are you kidding me? Don't tell me that you don't have cooling things, right? Come on, don't do that. That would be cruel. Damn it. Okay. So now what do you want me to do? 3 coolers. Yes. Problem. Can't get those coolers because game said F you to me again. So I'm right on the bloody cooler. Oh, I had to get... Oh. I got... It got stuck on the wall again.
You can find heat maps for all sorts of helpful things, so do be sure to explore them and make good use of them. It'll take a little while for the temperature to adjust once you've added coolers or heaters, but now we've got the coolers in, we can address the leopards' terrain welfare. You see, what the leopards really want in here is snow and rock, so let's make that happen.
Okay. Now, see, this they've already established early on. Can we not make it so bloody huge? Whoa, the snow.
Now then, all of that should give you a pretty good understanding of how to make animals happy. So I'd like you to go and check on all the other animals in the zoo and fix up any issues with their habitats. That'll increase the average welfare of the animals across the whole zoo. And that average welfare is a very important statistic.
Ooh.
Now, to quickly see how all your animals are doing in the zoo, you should go into zoo management and then into the animals section.
Or we could do that. I mean, animals are already locked up, but hey.
As you can see, this list shows you the animals' overall welfare. So if something's amiss, then you can quickly pop over to them using the locate button. Right, I'm off for a cuppa while you make sure all the animals are well looked after.
Okay, so what's wrong with you? Habitat and enrichment. Okay. Enrichment. Oh, Christ, there's a huge learning curve. Like, what? Oh, food enrichment. Well, why didn't you just say so? And thank God it tells you what kind of animals need that kind of food enrichment. I'm looking at ringtails. Jesus, they probably don't have anything like too good for them. No. Not really. Oh wait, yes they do. Bloop. And okay. Wow, they are all being like unboxed or boxed. Wow, sheesh. And then the terrain. Cabby, what do you like? Short grass is too much. Soil is too much. Rock is too much. So, terrain. Goes lower that because it's a pretty small exhibit. Short grass. Oh God, no. Okay. Or you like longer grass? Needs more. Needs less. Needs more soil, but needs less short. Okay. I'm getting used to it. I'm getting the hang of it a little bit. Uh-oh. Why is it... Why is it not pulling up the thing? Maybe if I did that. Can I actually see the terrains? Oh god, this is miserable. Now, if I was able to, like, get the menu back on it, that would be nice. So, seeing another issue. So I can see the second I open up terrain tools, it won't reopen the terrain tool. I can already hear the protesters. Where are those guys? Ah, here we go. It glitched out for like a few seconds. Needs more. Less. Okay. Sheesh. More and more animals keep getting in lockdown, or my lemurs are. Need less. So I guess you just want me to get rid of it entirely. That's cool. There we go. Yeah, come on and play. Guys, we're all fixed. We're all good. So now to the wolf. I think if I remember last time, wolves were They were having an issue with, enrichment, yes. Food and toy enrichment. Okay. Who can do, brother? Who can do, brother? No. So we get some food, and then an actual toy enrichment. Let's do a, let's actually do a ball. Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, lift that, please. Thank you, my friend. Whee! Anything else, my friend? Yes, terrain. Too needs less long grass, but needs more soil. Okay. Can do. Exactly. My dudes. Come on. Alright. How are you? Better now? Oh, you still need way less. Okay, so you apparently do not like tall grass. Okay, period. Oh no. Oh. Did not even notice that. Yeah, I just gotta look at every, like, nitpick. Will you stop protesting? Sheesh. So this is like now the tiniest micropixel that these guys can't handle the long grass. Yeah, but I guess that's okay now. Oh, oh, nutrition. How do I do that? Nutrition for a tree frog. Um, food and water. How do I do that for a frog? Is hungry requires keeper. So I guess for this, calling a keeper? Call keeper. Oh, there he is. Okay. Will you fix that frog, please? Yeah. There we go. I'd say I'm pretty good. As we're now getting into British weather. This is truly British weather right now. It's all rainy and it all sucks. Nah, just kidding. So you want, what's the objective? Everything at 76 overall. So it's at. So you want me to have everything at 80% overall, but apologize. You want me to have 80. Okay. Everything else looks pretty good. Maybe zebras. Maybe. Zebras are not having a good Yale time. Okay, they got them right here. What's your beef? Social enrichment. You just don't have toy or okay. La 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 la. Habitat. Start with the food toy. Probably foraging. No. What would a zebra actually like? Oh, you like barrels. Okay. Plop those two in. And give them an actual toy. So that would probably be... a scratching boast. Sprinkler? No. Not a box. I'm trying to think realistically. Oh, a grab ball. And then habitat. Oh boy, what's wrong with your terrain? Less soil, more long and more short. Will the giraffes be okay with this? Oh, they don't have a food enrichment either. Well, shit. I know what that'll be. Boink.
Not bad. Not bad at all. I think it's fair to say that you've passed the first part of your training with flying colours. There's still lots more to learn, but we'll have to head to another one of Bernie's zoos for that. If you want to grab your passport, we'll head off, shall we?
Sounds like you've got the whole zoo purring away nicely. Well, purring, grunting, screaming, booming. All the appropriate noises. I guess I was right to hire you, huh? Don't tell her I told you, but Nancy wasn't sure you'd even last the morning. So, we're happy this is working out. And Nancy owes me a foxy coffee. As strange as it seems, considering we just met, when I look at you, I feel like you're the child I never had. After the one I did have, obviously. But you see, zookeeping's not for my daughter. Don't get me wrong. Emma absolutely loves animals, but she set her sights somewhat higher. Wants to save the entire planet.
Well, good.
I'll just settle for saving a couple of species. And maybe having a type of frog named after me.
That was really rough. Oh, man. Shit. So, can I... Is it the menu? Am I good? Am I good? Am I good? Am I good? It's taking a while to load, so I think I'm good. Holy crap! Oh, it's just, oh my god. Oh, my friends, I cannot even right now. Oh my bloody god. I think I'm just... You know what? Honestly, I'm done for today. I can't anymore. I can't. I can't do it. Why are you telling me I'm offline? I'm not offline, you douche. Oh, that was fucking painful. So this is where I'm gonna stop with the beta. Needless to say, it's gonna take you a while to get used to the keys. They're not gonna change the keys. I can totally see that. Just so I get there. You can totally see that they need to change the, like, I want them to change the keys, but I know they're not gonna change the keys. Much to my dismay. But I guess overall, it's okay. Now I'm starting to be, like, okay with the game. It's just, it's a little hard to find some menus. This is totally reminding me of Zoo Tycoon off the Xbox. On where you have to go into several different menus just to get the thing that you want. It's not as bad here as it was in the other game. Oh god, no, it's not. But maps like that are really hard to find. And hi, me. Maps are really hard to find in this game, and then some items you gotta, like, look through individually just to do that. And then the terrain tool was, being a little awkward. Like, sometimes it won't pull up the full terrain menu. But you know what? This is not bad. This is not too bad. I'm starting to get, like, okay with the game now, but when they said they fixed the thing, I did not expect them to say, like, yeah, it can now be above 4 meters. Like, no, because Frontier, now I definitely know you're watching this. Let me just put this out to you. I'm apologize for the first time I did it. I just not a great time for me. Going at the start of it, but then once you fix the bug, it's like I was wondering why it didn't work until F5.8. Like, is there any way that you guys can make it so that it is 4 to up? Like, I'm no coder or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure you can do that. I'm pretty sure there's some way you can do that. Or then change the objective to like 5 meters. To 5 meters and above. Because it seems like when I put it at 4 meters, it stopped. It was like it didn't want to go for more anymore. But I guess that's okay. Apparently. I guess you could say this game's a little tough. This is gonna be a little tough. This is not for little kiddies to play quite. Because this is definitely more adult oriented. I might have said this on my Discord, which is linked down below. But oh my god, this was like frustrating. I mean, as an adult playing this, I'm just like, hi mate. I even have a hard time playing it. Maybe again it's because I'm not used to it, but then think of the children who are gonna want to play this and are gonna have a really hard time playing it unless they, watch other YouTubers play it, which now most days that's very much the likelihood of that to be happening. I'm just gonna lower it a little bit. There we go. But yeah, oh my god. This was hard. This was hard. Guys, you know what? I'm pretty much done with this stream. If you guys honestly do want me to play the game when it actually does come out, let me know. Definitely, let me know in the comment sections down below. Let me know if you really want me to play this, because this is tough. I will admit, this is pretty tough. But I feel like if you guys, support me in, wanting me to keep going, then I will totally do it. And the time that I'm actually streaming this, I'm in DC right now, and I'm like going to the National Zoo. So funny enough, this is when I'm playing the game. Is when I'm heading down to DC. So I don't know if I'm already running around in the park or whatnot, but if I missed out on this, it's totally fine. If you missed out on it, it's okay. Other than that, guys, really hoped you enjoyed this. Again, like I said, leave a comment down below. Let me know if you want me to continue when the beta is done and when the full release of the game comes out. Do you want me to play it? Let me know. And until next time, folks, I am the DM.